Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super easy and delicious strawberry shortcakes. Before we get started on the recipe video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and click down below and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. So to get started on these strawberry shortcakes, what we're going to do is make the shortcake recipe. So I have 1.5 cups of Bisquick. And you guys should know if you watch my videos that I substitute flour with Bisquick all the time. I just like the way everything turns out better with Bisquick. But again, I have 1.5 cups of Bisquick. I have a 1/4 cup of cold diced butter. I have a 1/4 cup of water, but we probably won't need the whole 1/4 cup. A tablespoon of granulated sugar. I have a pinch of salt, which is about 1/8 teaspoon of salt, and 1 egg. So into the food processor, I can't even talk. Into the food processor, I'm going to add the 1.5 cup of Bisquick, along with the sugar and salt, and the diced butter. And I'm going to give this a few pulses in the food processor. Then I'm going to add the egg. And I'm going to add about 1/8 cup of the water first. And now I'll add the rest. And as you can see, the dough has come together. So here I have the shortcake dough, and you can use biscuit cutters if you want to make like perfect circles. I have my baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And what I'm going to do is just divide this into, let's see how many, I think I could get 1, 2. So I've divided my dough into 7 little balls. They're like about 1.5 inch balls. And what I'm going to do is like rip a smaller piece out and keep a bigger one, and I'm going to flatten this as much as I can. I'm going to do the same, flatten this one and add that on top. So that's going to be our shortcakes. So again, I'm going to rip off a smaller piece, flatten this one out. I'm going to add these onto my baking sheet. And again, like I said, you can use a biscuit cutter if you want these to be perfect. I don't care. I feel like it's going to bake up into a nice biscuit shape regardless, so I'm going to bake these at 350 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. After exactly 12 minutes, these were perfect. Now I'm gonna let these cool at room temperature. So I bought 1 pound of fresh strawberries, and I reserved about 10 strawberries, and I'm using the rest, which is almost 2 cups of fresh strawberries, and I'm going to chop these up into small pieces. So the almost 2 cups of fresh strawberries gave me a little over 1 cup of fresh diced strawberries. So I'm going to add these into a pan over medium heat, along with a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And as these are cooking, I'm going to use a potato masher and just mash these. I'm going to cook this over medium heat, stirring occasionally so that they don't burn, for an extra 3 minutes, so a total of about 5 minutes. I'm going to transfer the strawberry sauce into a separate bowl and let this cool in the fridge completely. So now that the biscuits are cool, you can see why we added a smaller piece on top, because it's like a little lid open that, and the strawberry shortcake is gonna get filled with a whipped cream and strawberry filling, and then we'll add that on top. Now mine's honestly popped right out, but if you do have trouble, just use a knife to kind of help you cut that top off. So now I'm going to make a really quick whipped cream. You can skip this step and buy a ready-made whipped cream if you want to, but I just love the way homemade whipped cream tastes better. So I have 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm also doing this by hand because I just don't feel like taking out my mixer. I didn't have to take it out for this whole recipe, so I'd rather use my arm muscles and whisk this by hand. So again, I have 1 cup of heavy cream, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm going to use my arm muscles and whisk this all by hand. So here's the whipped cream and the strawberry sauce. What I'm going to do is just fold the strawberry sauce into the whipped cream and make a strawberry whipped cream. And I'm gonna place this in the freezer for a few minutes just so that it firms up more. Now with the other strawberries that I set aside, I'm going to slice these lengthwise, pretty thin. Just like that. So I'm going to add these in the center of each shortcake. Since the shortcake biscuits are not too sweet, I'm going to dust these with some powdered sugar, and I think that adds the perfect amount of sweetness to these shortcakes. I hope that you guys enjoyed my recipe video for these super delicious strawberry shortcakes. Check out the full written recipe linked right here on my blog, and also check out this other recipe video.